Hello, my wonderful toad titties. Um, well, I wasn't expecting her to break this quickly. Um, I'm Elvish. That's Violet.
I'm Esper.
Would you have preferred I said toad tatas? That's a little bit of a tongue twister.
I'm stuck on Toad because every time you give him a name, I get like a mental picture. You said Toad titties,
Could you
and I just
imagine a toad with
imagine.
massive knockers?
No, I imagined a human woman walking out with like frog boobs.
When I called him that, I visualized that fat toad, and he just has like massive cleavage.
See, and I'm pretty sure that's what I should have. Because, like, Toad titties. Titties on a toad, not. I don't know, man. I don't. I don't know what's happening.
Uh, well, strap in, wrap up. We're in for a ride on this one. Um, Today we are discussing Gothikana by RuNyx. This is a book. This is a new adult gothic romance. We follow Corvina Clemm and Vad. Who the fuck? Whatever. Basically, I mean, there's kind of okay. You know what? No, pause. Okay, we'll go through this. Corvina, at the age of 21, gets an invitation for this mystery university called the Verenmore University. It's an ancient institution hidden deep within the mountains. Um, I'm sure someone has been able to see it. I don't think it's that hidden. Whatever. Verenmore is known for its eerie atmosphere and strange rumors circulating it. Corvina, is immediately drawn to Vad, who seems to know like majority of the answers of what's going on with a lot of disappearances, deaths around the school. Tomato, tomato. Um, she begins uncovering stories about Verenmore, like I said, about disappearances. There are ancient rituals going on. And we find out like students who explore too far into the school's depths usually vanish without a trace, and then like weird shit like happens at night. Um, we do find out that the ancient rituals tie Corvina's family to the university. It's also known that they're called slayers. Um, One night every 5 years, they have this ball, but then a student goes missing at every ball, and this year, 2 students went missing. Um, we do find out that the mother did homeschool Corvina without really letting her roam free. Um, it was said that the mother was schizophrenic and heard voices in her head, which, nope, you know what? Keeping with the summary, I have something about that. And we learn that Vad is the heir of Verenmore. And mind you, this is only half of the book, and the plot just ends there for the remaining portion of the book. Except for like the last like 2 chapters. But that's pretty much it. And then we get a massive plot twist at the end, which wasn't massive, and I don't know, it wasn't very plotty for me. Like, it wasn't very twisty. It was just there. We find out that Corvina's roommate, how would you explain it? Her roommate isn't actually her roommate. Her roommate is like brother, sister, cousin with Vad.
Yeah, her roommate stole the identity of the brother, sister, cousin of Vad stole the identity of Corvina's real roommate and took her place and pretended to be said roommate until the end.
And brother, sister, cousin is like madly in love with Vad and like jealous of Corvina for like being with him? Question mark.
Think we must keep the bloodline pure. Keep it in the family, if you will.
Inbred. Yes. Thoughts? I'm gonna let you go first because I kind of went on a tangent in the last video.
Oh, I will share my thoughts after I read this paragraph to you and share my thoughts about the paragraph, because I don't know if I'm disturbed, perturbed, or any other herbed, because there's something and I don't know what it is, but it's definitely something. So here we go, chickadees. I'm gonna read to you, and if you would like to read along, it's page 68. So it's very early in the book. We should not be getting this weird this early in the book. But anyways. Steer clear of me, little crow, he muttered, his eyes piercing, flaying her open. What does that even mean? You might be a luring siren, but I'm no ordinary sailor. I'm a mad pirate, and I'm trying to resist your call. If I land on your shores, I will plunder and take everything worth having. Be very careful giving me those eyes. Lots to unpack here.
There's
I feel
a
uncomfortable.
lot.
Okay, look, I did read this book twice. This was a previous read for me. And then I read it again, and then I skimmed it again today because I just wanted to make sure my notes were okay. But in my skimming, I don't know if I blacked out, if I repressed, if I skipped this paragraph. But today, I read it and was like, no, sir. Because he says this, and she's all like, oh, holy shit. Ma'am, I would not be all flustered and holy shit after that. After that, I'd be like,
What?
what? Too many metaphors happened there, sir. I'm a pirate and you're a sailor. Or I'm a siren and you're a sailor. Now you're a mad pirate and I'm suddenly a beach? Okay. Thanks. I think.
Well, one of my now I will kind of get into why this sentence is so bad. But my favorite sentence from this book, and now mind you, like I said, I'll get into it later, but mind you, there's no punctuation in this sentence at all. It is, and I quote, thinking about a man in a situation she was as a woman forced him.
Huh?
Your ears do not have dyslexia.
No, I think they do. Because that didn't make sense.
And I will read it one more time.
What page is this?
Oh, I can't remember. But it is thinking about a man in a situation she was as a woman forced him. No punctuation.
I got the thinking about a man in a situation. I got that. She was what?
Thinking about a man in a situation she was as a woman forced him.
She was as a woman forced him.
That was
how does
it.
that make sense? In the what?
That was it. That was it.
That's all the same thought. It's the same
Yes.
thought.
Same sentence. So it's actually the whole sentence is like 2 lines long. There's a comma, and after the comma, that's the rest of the sentence with no other punctuation. And part of me, like, I didn't even write the rest of the sentence down. I was just so irked by that specific part of the sentence.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I do have thoughts about this book.
Let's hear them.
I'm gonna start good and then go bad. Okay?
Okay.
Starting on a good note, when we did get plot, the plot was plotting. I actually enjoyed it. It wasn't the most life-changing thing, but it was really cool. It gave me very Hotel Transylvania meets Hogwarts vibes, kind of, and I actually really enjoyed it. I liked the mysterious, like, mystery aspect of the disappearances. Some of the side characters, I actually liked the side characters more than I liked the main characters. When we had a side character death, it wasn't the saddest thing in the world. Like, I wasn't that attached to them, but it actually hit, and I really liked this book. It was fun, but I did not like this book at all. And now you're thinking, Elvish, are you on crack? Only on
She might be.
Sundays. What?
Oh. I need to process that information now. Maybe we should record on Sundays. Let's hear those crack thoughts.
Oh, you're just gonna hear my chair squeaking back and forth there in the walls. If you guys didn't know, Esper lives in my walls, by the way.
I do. I'm currently wedged between the bedroom wall and the outside wall. Usually I'm downstairs, but we're recording and this is where I get the best internet access.
Facts. But no, so I liked this book plot wise. Like I said, it wasn't the most life-changing plot. Are there better books? Okay, so when I thought it was crazy, so I went and I read a lot of other reviews, and I even went as far as researched other creators, like YouTube videos, TikTok videos. I went and I deep dove into this book because I thought I was hallucinating it all. Turns out I wasn't. We'll get there. But a lot of people said, and I don't know, I personally haven't read it, but a lot of people said that this is a lesser than version of the Zodiac Academy. I don't know. I've never read it. But I'm assuming if you've never read it, maybe think of that series, ? But this book, oh, another really good thing about this, I've said it in multiple videos, I do not, for the life of me, like third-person POV writing. I absolutely hate it. I think it's confusing. I think it's horribly done 99.9% of the time, and I don't like what it does to my brain hole. But this book was written in third-person POV, and it was actually very, very well done. It was so well done to the point where, like, the first chapter, I was like, this is fucking disgusting. And then by chapter 2, I was over it. Couldn't even tell that it was in third person anymore. It was a great read. I did do both. I read it on Kindle, and then I did the audiobook because someone over here said that it was a really, really good book and I wanted to hear it. So I ended up getting the audiobook, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. The way that they did it in the audiobook was a little bit better, I think, than reading it because of all of the mishaps, but whatever. I would personally say, me personally, I would suggest the audiobook instead, and I don't do that very often. But what I hated about the book, though, what I truly hated about the book, I think it's about 60% through the book, the plot completely hits a wall. Like, no wither away, no flash in sight, nothing. It just abruptly stops, and it just turns into overly aggressively repetitive smut. And not aggressive in the sense of, like, kink, but aggressive as in just like the author really forced it on you. And I love me some smut, that's fine, but I was so invested in the plot at hand that when it did come up, it was the same thing over and over and over and over again, and I was just like, okay, I'm kind of bored with this, you know. So ultimately, in my opinion, even with them attempting towards the end to try to get back on said plot, the plot twist at the end just didn't really do it. I was already fed up with it. I was already over it. I didn't want anything to do with it. And I really think that the ending had really poor execution. Like, they could have come out and did something a little bit better. I feel like with that ending, it could have been top notch. I really feel like the ending could have been a massive game changer. But it wasn't done properly, which is kind of upsetting. But with that being said, it didn't actually change my rating. I feel like my rating is a lot higher than what I'm discussing about the book, so just stay tuned. But I do think with the two main characters, Corvina and Vad. First of all, Corvina, beautiful, gorgeous, lovely name. Vad sounds like a Chad. We don't like it.
No.
But with like the main characters, specifically them two, there's absolutely zero character development whatsoever. There's also zero like romantic chemistry, like at all. The most chemistry that we get is basically like the 2 split-second like look back and forth, and then they're already fucking within like chapter 1. And like, it was, when I say it was love at first sight, it was like literally like she wasn't even at the university anymore and he was already basically like, I need you. Like, it was no.
Love at first thought.
Love at first nothing. Another really interesting sentence, or not a sentence, I guess it was a statement. She mentioned, and I quote, again got late to class. Okay. Okay. This book is filled, and I'm talking about from beginning to end, missing punctuation, misspelled words, run-on sentences. This book, after doing a lot of research, was unedited, which it does show, but after doing like extensive research, there was no editor for this book. It was self-edited. I don't know if it was self-published. I don't know. I want to think it is, but it's very hard to physically read if you're like doing the physical book or the Kindle book. It's very hard to read because 90% of the book, okay, that's rough. Let's say like 55 to 60% of the book has, as I mentioned, missing punctuation, misspelled words, and run-on sentences. So there's easily like a chapter or two where you have to like actually stop, go back and reread it and be like, what the fuck did I just read? But then like,
it was originally self-published in 2021 and then was reissued by a Tor Books Macmillan imprint. So then it was republished, but there was no re-edit.
Nice. So okay, so I was ideally partially correct. But yeah, I think the audiobook version, like I said, was better because it's a little bit obviously easier to miss all of the missing punctuation, because naturally when someone reads a book, they're going to add the punctuation themselves, especially if you've read it enough as a script to become the like narrator. You know where you should put punctuation when there is none. So it was a little bit easier, but this book was heavily disappointing. Not in necessarily the fact that it was a bad book. It's just, how do I say that? Like, the book had everything going for it, but the author gave it nothing in return, if that makes sense. And hopefully that makes sense. Like, this would have been a great book if there was an editor involved. This would have been a great book if maybe there was like a second version of it. Not second version as in like we need like it rewritten fully, but if the author would have taken a little bit more time to fully think about how to round the plot out and how to smooth it around the edges, this would have been a phenomenal book, in my opinion, and I would have loved to see this. Bless you, big sneezes. We're like all sick over here, by the way. Not sick, but like allergies, so we have big sneezes. So. But bless. But yeah, that's my 2 cents. We'll get into ratings a little bit later, but even though it sounds like I completely just shit on the book, it was surprisingly really, really good, and I enjoyed it. Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna get my cozy blanket and snuggle up.
So I recommended this book. Obviously not for the smut, because let's be honest, I don't think I've ever recommended a book to anyone for the smut. Nope, that's a lie. I have. But recently I have not. I really, really liked the whole mystery aspect of this book. I do always question, why is it always the white girl that has to go and like discover the core of the mystery? Like, what is that about? Why can't you just let somebody else do it? You know what I mean? Like, you just got there, girly pop. It's fine. The mystery's been there for a hot ass minute. Leave it alone. So I tend to block out like bad smut because I don't. To me, it's not worth reading bad smut. If I'm gonna read smut, I want to have to turn around to my significant other and look at it and be like, whatever you're doing, put it down. You know? I don't want to read it and my punani want to cave in on itself. You know? I don't think anybody wants that. So I tend to block it out and keep going. I do agree that the ending was a bit bad. Maybe a little bit more than a bit bad, but it was... I expected more grandeur, I guess, because how most mystery books go. Like you're hunting, and then you find the answer, and it's like this big, explosive reveal that like ruins people's lives, and I don't know, there's a girl screaming in the background. But we didn't get that. I think the biggest reveal was that Jade was in fact not Jade, which I think could have been great if it then wasn't, I'm your cousin and I'm madly in love with you and you should be with me. And we can run this place together. Like if that wasn't part of it, and it was like some convoluted plan to get close to Vad. I'm not calling him that. What's his last name? Get close to Mr. Deverell. Oh, what?
What?
We said two completely different names. I'm pretty sure it's Deverell.
Deverell? I said Deverell, yeah?
Girl,
hold on.
I don't even know what I said.
It's Deverell, right? Deverell. Deverell makes sense. No, you're right.
Mr. Deverell. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, if like the big reveal was that Jade wasn't actually Jade. It was like some sort of like mercenary ninja spy person that was coming to kill Mr. Deverell because they wanted his land or his house or like to spite his grandfather or something. I feel like that would have gone better. Or if they leaned more into the supernatural mystery aspect, because I feel like it was put on the back burner towards the end of the book. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it went from ghosts and whatever else to nothing. Like it was Jade the whole time, I think. If I'm remembering correctly. I'm pretty sure I am.
I think so, yeah.
And like the ghosts were just non-existent besides the voices that Floor hears. So I wish they leaned more into that. That would have, I think, saved the book. But I did love this book. Mostly because if you have the physical hard copy of the book, let me turn a couple pages and a couple more pages. Oh, and there's an author's note. Okay. There's more pages. God. Okay. There's a map of the mountain.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, what happened?
Continue.
Are you okay?
Yep.
Okay. Guys, I'm scared.
Okay, well, that map, I need to look it up, I can look it up again. If you go on the website where this author got that map, he didn't even change anything, including the font. It's just a copy and paste of the map that's on he like added like one thing and that was it, but it's the exact map as he got off the website, and it's like a free map for everyone to use.
Ooh.
And then if you like look at like on the right hand side, sorry, I don't know my left from my right. If you look on the right hand side, the bridge that's in the middle of nowhere, that bridge in the book is described to be like near the water and like whatever, like going over the water or something. But on the map, it's like far right in the middle of fucking nowhere. You're like, what is this bridge even used for? Sorry.
I don't see a bridge in the middle of nowhere. Okay.
Continue.
I'm kind of focused on finding this bridge. Where's the bridge? She's showing me. Let me go look.
Okay, it is above the map. No. Obviously, it's above the lake. Here, I'm gonna send it to you.
Above the lake. I see
Okay.
Slayer ruins above the lake.
Alright, go look. Yes,
I'm
it's
looking.
right underneath Slayer ruins. That's what the Kindle one shows.
Oh yeah, no, this is a completely different map.
Oh,
Well, it's similar. I'll send you a picture. That map looks similar to this map, but not really.
like what the fuck
'Cause
is
there's
that
no-
bridge used for? You can literally walk around the bridge.
Well, there's a troll that lives under it, and you don't want to disturb him, you know?
You can walk around it. He will
Yeah,
be
but then you'll
fine.
be disturbing. He'll see you. You don't want him
It'll
to
be
see you.
fine. You think he's awake the entire time? Walk
Yes,
around.
trolls don't sleep.
Oh, okay. Well, my mother does.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that is completely different. Oh, see, I like your
Yeah.
map better.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
it's
If you're
very
looking at
Harry Potter-esque. Sorry.
yeah. If you're looking at the map on Kindle, fuck that map. That map, ugly as balls. The
I'll
map
try
in
if
the
I remember. I'll
physical
try and
book-
like put like pictures up here for y'all.
the map of like the physical book, way better. Like leaps and bounds better. There's no random troll bridge. I was real confused. It looks better. Anyway, so it has a map, which do I go back and look at the map? Not really, but it's nice to have there anyways, just in case I get confused. And also, every chapter has like this cute little design on the top. And then on the other side, so the chapter starts on the right. So on the left, there's little quotes from different authors. Like this one's from Edgar Allan Poe in the story The Raven.
And they are horribly misspelled on like 90% of them.
This one is Frederick. Yup. I can't say his last name, guys. Nietzsche. Yeah. Anyways,
Yep.
So they have various quotes, and I really like the quotes. They're super cute. And then, when she gets her letter, is it? Oh, this is the first chapter. I don't know why I'm flipping. When she gets her letter, it has like the letter in the book, Now, I can't read cursive very well because one, this is tiny ass print, and two, cursive is just hard to read for me in general. So it took me a minute to get through the letter, but I think it's a nice little touch. Am I saying that the book is good because of those things? Yes. Did we talk previously in a different episode that nostalgia doesn't excuse a bad book? Yeah, but this isn't nostalgia, so go fuck yourself. That was aggressive, but it's fine. So I do agree that the spelling errors are a lot. But I personally kind of just fix it in my head and keep trucking because I can't be asked to sit there and question what it says. If I don't know, I'm gonna keep moving. It probably wasn't that important anyways. Some random sentence about she got, he got, they got, boom, didn't exist. They didn't say it. I blocked it out. Might go in with a black Sharpie and get rid of it and pretend that it's not even there. And the characters are very flat.
Yeah.
I was gonna say meh, but meh implies that there's like something there. They are very flat. Like Corvina, our main girly pop, doesn't have any major character development plots. Honestly, I think she digresses. Because she starts, like, the first couple of chapters, you're like, she's a strong, independent woman. She lives out in the middle of buttfuck nowhere by herself. She used to live there with her mom. Now her mom is gone, so she lives there by herself. Look at her, strong, independent, woo-doo-woo-doo-woo. And then she meets Mr. Deverell. And now she's like 14 and falling over herself with this man. And like, I get it. She's inexperienced. He's paying attention to her. It feels good. But not this good.
Oh my god. I have words.
I have a bone to fucking pick with authors, okay? Every author, not just this one. Every single one.
Me too.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Are you ready? If you are going to write a scene or anything where the girl says, I was in my shower, and I know when they say I'm in my shower, I'm about to be in for like the most disgusting thing I've ever heard in my life. I was in my shower and I thought about him and I've come harder than I've ever come in my life. You need a vibrator, girly. Like, that shit will blow your mind. And if you already have one, get a better one. Because I promise you, there's no reason why just thinking about this man makes you come harder than you've ever come by yourself. Especially in Core's case, she's been reading romance books for a hot mofo minute. I'm sure they have smut in that, baby girl, and I'm sure it's better than just thinking about this random dude that you met on a Tuesday. So don't try to convince me that you're over here coming harder than ever in your life. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't believe it in any book, really.
Well, I mean, in the same tone, though. Sorry, continue that thought.
No. Go ahead.
In that same, like, thought, though, like, I am so tired, too, like, in, like, these smutty books. She's like, I'm a virgin. I've never done anything. Oh, my God, he's so big. I can take all of him. No, you can't, Miss Girly Pop. Don't even hype yourself up like that. And then the entire scene, mind you, the entire time, like the first time doing it, there's no hiccups, no let me adjust.
Weird, awkward. Yeah.
No awkwardness, no, I don't really, okay. No, none of that. It's just, my world is rocked. No, Miss Ma'am. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way.
Veronica, I see you looking up here talking about, well, my first time. Shut up. You're lying to yourself.
Because even he's like perfectly fit for me, and like Like, you know how books always, like, smutty books always say, like, it's like 2 puzzle pieces, like, her body was made for me. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
In your
No.
wildest dreams, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. The whole virgin thing, but being a size queen kind of doesn't make sense. Unless you're bouncing on a dildo 24/7, but haven't had the real thing, maybe then I'd excuse it. But then you wouldn't be in the shower coming harder than you've ever come just by thinking about this man. So it's not making sense. And for those of you who are saying your first time can be magical, yeah, it could. It definitely 100% could be magical, not perfection.
But wasn't it
Two
also, like,
very
in,
different
like, the
things.
woods or some shit? Didn't they do it, like, in the woods on, like, a car or something? I don't know what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of...
A piano, maybe, I think you're
Oh.
thinking.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. I'm really only remembering the time that they were in his bedroom.
They did once in the woods, though. I'm, like, 99.9% sure.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sure. They're, like, meeting over there all the time. So, I can guarantee that it happened in the woods. But also, even if it did happen in the woods, your ass isn't all bruised. You're not all fucking cut up. You don't have dirt up in your ass crack. Your hair isn't all fucked up. You're, like... who is fucking in the woods and thinking that that's perfect? 'Cause not me.
Yeah, not me.
I know you feel those twigs digging into your back. I know you feel that shit up by your shoulders. And if you're talking about he's thrusting so hard, you in pain, girl. I know you are. Don't be lying to us. He's thrusting so hard and he's thrusting and you're like laying on the ground. The ground, girl.
I don't think I would even feel it. I would literally just feel, like, all of the twigs and shit in my back more than anything, like...
Yeah, and fucking... I don't want to say anatomy, because it's not really anatomy, but, like, woman lesson. Guys, you stop thinking about it to come. Women are thinking about the sensation, and we're, like, following it, and then we got it. A lot of women can't have outside distractions because then all you're thinking about is, well, there's a twig in my fucking back. I got nothing. Like, you could be playing with my clit all day long, but this twig is in my back.
If y'all are curious, this video will not be monetized.
Hey, it's fine. It's fine. Look, I'm just saying.
It'll be my fucking luck that I would hear a twig snap and I, like, look back and there's just a grizzly bear staring at me, like, licking his lips. Nah, I'm good.
I mean, that might turn me on more than the guy in front of me. Like, damn, this bear wants to take a bite out of me. Interesting. Better than having this twig in my back.
That takes choosing the bear over the man to a whole new level.
Look. I'm just saying, if you're gonna write stuff, be semi-realistic about it, and don't be telling me anything that I would be looking at like, really, girl? Please be so for real, especially if you're writing about a virgin, because
especially
how is the pain lasting 2 seconds? 2 strokes and it's gone, replaced by pleasure? No, don't lie. Maybe it's not as bad 2 strokes in. But I know it still hurts. Oh, he's gripping me and it feels so good.
Nope.
Girl, if you've never done this before, your body isn't used to being gripped like that. So it don't feel that good. Calm yourself.
I'm trying to find a picture of this author and I can't find one.
A picture of why? Is it a woman or a man?
I can't tell.
Is RuNyx a man or a mango? That's crazy. A woman. It's a woman.
Frequently asked questions. Let's go to the frequently asked questions.
She's unknown and is very private and doesn't reveal personal details. RuNyx is a pen name. Well, girl, I'd put a pen name too if I was writing smut scenes like that.
Well, mind you, in the frequently asked questions, my fucking god, I'm turning into this book. It says, best, worst writing advice you got. Your advice for new writers. Where do you get inspiration ideas? How long does it take you to write your books? A week? No. Okay, you know what? Before I forget, I have something. You know what? It's super quick. So, throughout this entire book, Corvina, oh, okay, hold up. There's two parts to this. Corvina hears voices. She's always heard this voice inside of her head. Who is it? Mo? Is that his name? Okay, yep. Mind you, they're doing the brown chicken, brown cow in the fucking woods, and she says, oh, Mo. And he's like, wait, he stops mid-thrust, and he's like, wait, who the fuck is Mo? He's like still inserted, like mid-thrust, like, wait a minute.
Hold on. Also, that insinuates that she was thinking about Mo at least one or two times while she was getting herself there.
Oh my god.
Which I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know how I feel. Oh my god. But throughout the book, Corvina ends up getting multiple additional voices in her head, not just Mo. So she goes to the, I don't know, let's say like the school nurse, if you will, and like the psychiatrist or what the fuck ever. And this motherfucker has the audacity to look at Corvina. Mind you, let's circle back, yeah? Corvina's mom had schizophrenia. So, she tells Corvina, oh yeah, the voices in your head are normal. Back to class. What? I'm sorry? Oh, and then what is this whole, like, school policy? You can't be on the phone. Like, you can't, like, call out? Whatever. So, I'm on Goodreads.
I think there they were trying to insinuate that, like, her mom... What did you just send me? I'm on Goodreads. Boom. Sends me a picture of a cat. What?
I'm wheezing. Okay, so it's actually a GIF.
It's not moving.
It's not, because I had to copy it as an image. But I'm on Goodreads because my my review was here, and I scrolled down just a little bit, and it said, imagine me.
Let me look.
It says, imagine me standing there, smoke like Mount Vesuvius, because that's what I like to associate myself when I'm frustrated and mad. Meanwhile, what I actually look like while being frustratingly mad and madly frustrated, and it's a picture of that cat.
Oh, goodness. What star rating am I looking at to find that?
2. Oh, fuck.
Alright, let me find you. There's a lot of 2s in here, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a second. Oh, but anyways, what I was saying. I think that was supposed to insinuate that her mom really didn't have schizophrenia, and that she had some sort of, like,
here, I'll send it.
Supernatural... Oh. You're a godsend. Supernatural abilities, so that's why it was normal, but I feel like they did it in a very bad way.
Yeah. Yeah. Ultimately, though, I mean, this book was good. Like I said, plot-wise, this book was good.
Wait, hold on, I need to read you what RuNyx says about herself. Are you ready?
Oh, God.
It's one sentence. I like creating universes and setting them on fire with dark, gritty, thought-provoking, and emotionally poignant stories.
Did she actually find the commas and put them in the right spots?
She did. So it's, I like creating universes and setting them on fire, comma, with dark, comma, gritty, comma, thought-provoking, comma, and emotionally poignant stories.
With a period?
Yes.
Proud of her.
Right? Anyways, I wanted to share that with you. Also, she has a book called Enigma and The Syndicator. Interesting. Oh, it's book 6. Apparently there's a book 1 through 5. Oh yeah, look, The Predator, whoa.
Let me click on this bitch. I will
That's-
tell you,
whoa.
me personally, Elvish High, I don't personally care about this shit, but I know a lot of readers do. And if you're still with us this far into the book, I will warn you, the cover of Gothikana is so heavily AI generated, it will piss you off the longer you look at it. So if you don't like authors or like writers or anything like that using AI generated stuff for their books, just a warning. Alright,
Okay, so she has The Predator, which is one couple. The Reaper, another couple. The Emperor, another one. The Finisher, another one.
ew.
The Annihilator,
Ew.
and then the Syndicator has all of the couples in it. 4 couples, 6 books, 1 saga.
Mm.
The world is darker, the game more dangerous, the stakes more deadly. A new era is born. Okay. That's what it says for the last book, not for all of them. But I think some of these names need work. The Predator, maybe not.
The Finisher? Gross.
Yeah, and the Annihilator.
The Annihilator. Ugh.
Yeah. Oh,
Well-
shout out to all the authors out there that don't put the and then like a descriptor for their titles. I hate those books. The descriptor. Like, no. Something else, please.
And I'm sorry. I know this is off topic, but I feel like if an author does exactly what Esper is saying, like, let's say, like, I don't know what this book is about, but, like, The Annihilator, it's horrible smut. Horribly written smut that you're just, like, yawning. You would much rather just go to fucking bed than read the book. Horrible.
Word.
I don't know.
But anyways, those were my thoughts. I got nothing else.
Yeah. You know, despite shitting on this book, like I said, I did like it. When the plot was there, it was plotting. I enjoyed it. I gave this a 3.5. I don't think it deserves a 4 with all of the editing mishaps. That sounds like it was edited. It was not. And then, to be honest with you, I kind of feel like a 3.5 is generous because, you know, the second half is just horrible, repetitive smut with like an attempt at one plot twist at the end. But you know what? I'm sticking with a 3.5. I think it was good. I would recommend it to us in a sense, but I would only recommend the audiobook. I would not recommend the physical book.
Yeah. The physical book will be hard to get through if you're one of those people that notices all of the like grammar and spelling and punctuation issues. Like if you have a future as an editor, or like you're just really good at,
Ooh, do not read this.
yeah, no, you would
Ooh.
stop at like page 5. But I also gave this a 3.5. Like Elvish said, it's very entertaining until like you get to the end, and then you're kind of like just truck through because you've already made it this far. But I think the book would benefit greatly from an editor.
Yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
if an editor can be brought on and edited it at what? Huh?
Huh?
Yup. And edit. Is that what it sounded like? Because that's what it felt like coming out. And we'll edit it
If an editor would edit it.
Yep. I think it would save the book just a little bit, but I do
Yeah.
think that ending needs a rework.
Right. Me personally, I would fully rework the ending. I would remove some of the smut. Do probably less dark romancy feel and do more of like a romance feel, like do heavy plot with like maybe 1 or 2 sex scenes and then have a very heavy ending with an editor on board. Hell yeah. I still don't know if it would be good enough for a 5-star, but with a well enough reworked ending, it might actually be like, this was a fun book. And because of this book, I am planning on at some point going to read the Zodiac Academy to see if that is truthful. If not, I'm just gonna have fun reading it. I don't know.
Oh girl, that's an endeavor.
I'm currently reading the Throne of Glass series. I started book 1 today, and it's an 8-book series. Book 8 is 1,000 pages long.
Oh goodness.
And you have to tandem read book 7 and 8 together, or is it 6 and 7 together? I don't fucking know. You have to tandem read 2 of them, and it's like 2,000 pages long total. I'm like,
I'm sorry. How do you tandem read 2 separate books?
there's like
Do you just
a
like stop at one chapter and pick it up?
yeah, like there's a well here, I'll Google it and I'll send it to you. But there's a list. Wow. Wow. I put tandem read REED.
Get an editor in here. We need one.
Yeah, but like you, for example, read like Empire of Storms. You read chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then you go to the next book, which is Tower of Dawn. You read chapter 1, and then you go back to EOS and do 6, 7, 8, then back to TOD and do 2 and 3, and you do that until the entire book is done. Both books are done, mind you.
That seems insane, especially when you go to EOS and read from 33 to 51.
Yeah. Well, and then there is someone, granted you do have to download it off of a website. I don't know if it's safe. A lot of people have done it, so whatever. But someone was kind enough to splice the like PDF versions of the books and put them together in the tandem read already.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, and you can download it onto your Kindle. So granted, your Kindle has like 3,300 pages, but it's both books combined.
That's kudos to that person. Shout out to you. I hope your pillow is always cold and always fluffy and you always get an amazing night's sleep.
Yes, I know this is totally not about the book that we're reviewing today, but if you are curious about that tandem read on Kindle, look it up on TikTok, and there should be, I think she's blonde. I want to say she's blonde. I haven't seen this video in forever. I think she's blonde, but there is a woman on there of the caucasity. Yeah. She talks about how to get that downloaded for your Kindle. So I would go do that, but yeah. Okay. I'm done.
Oh, yeah, me too. I'm Esper.
I'm Elvish. That's Violet. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye, toe titties.